So, um, my guidance for today is to use this opportunity to deepen our human vibe attunement. Saturday is usually the day I talk about the 2021 energies, and usually I'm aware of what is wishing to be communicated. And today it was more like, just relax, show up, and it is much more about being with the 2021 energies. So we've all had the slipstream, we've had our experience, some conscious, some unconscious. But by and large, literally every human on the planet has had some form or the other of recalibration that is required at a physical level from the slipstream that we just passed. So that would be resulting in a whole variety of experiences. For some, you may find that certain conditions that you might have experienced for a very long time suddenly don't apply anymore. I was out this morning, and I realized that this thing was playing out because there was a person that has been a long-term family friend we met, and someone who really suffered with hay fever massively. And today is one of those intense days where you can literally see the pollen in the air. It is so intense. So lots and lots of red eyes and bunged up noses and stuff that are going on. And this person was totally fine. So I asked her, well, have you done something about it? How come you're not affected by this? And she just basically said she never realized that she wasn't. She just forgot all about it. It felt like her body never had those conditions. On the other hand, there's a dull headache that many people might be experiencing, somewhat like a chronic headache. And if people have a tendency for blood pressure, it may also be combined with some dizziness, like you just want to lie down or you just don't want to go anywhere, some form of like an internal trepidation. And that is really literally like you've been in such a strong movement, and then you've arrived at this magical place and there's like no movement. You're just there and you're in the experience of where you are, and your body is just resting and recalibrating back. So that is definitely an experience that many people have shared. So that could be something you're experiencing. The other thing that is happening is the recalibration is such, and the momentum of energy that is now taking shape is such that it's causing our muscles to contract and relax in a slightly different way. So just for a short period of time, it'll probably continue for another 2 or 3 days. You may experience cramps, and those really horrible ones. I mean, that's what happened to me, like those horrible ones that you sometimes get in the calf, that linger on, even though the cramp is gone. That feeling of the tightness of that muscle lingers on. You may experience that. That could be something that's there. I mean, there's something else that is happening, with such a surge of cases that took place not that long ago, and a surge of people going through the whole vaccination program all over the world. That in itself energetically is recalibrating the movement and the flow of energy across the planet. Now, what supports us at this time is us really landing and being at home, snuggled up in attunement with being human. So hence today's session is going to be that beautiful journey into the OK-ness vibe, in which our human form lands and we become true to our nature being love, the amplifying vibrational frequency. So find yourself in a comfortable place. This session today you can do lying down. You don't all have to be sitting on a chair. In case you do, then that's fine. And if you are alert, you can share your closing words, but you may go into a deep trance. So today I will only share my closing word, and whatever anybody might have written, I'm not going to ask for closing words. So just allow yourself to be in this journey and just go where it takes you. Allow your body, honor it, honor your physical presence in such a way that it every cell in your being attunes to the amplifying vibrational frequency of the human form. And Phyllis, I'm not asking you to play this because I want you to go ahead and experience it. But the crystal bowl, if we can just have it in our midst, is that big quartz, pink quartz crystal bowl.
The rose quartz, the pink
The
one,
rose
or the
quartz, yeah.
shungite?
The
Okay.
rose quartz. So we'll just have it in our midst. So get yourself comfortable, relax. And I'm going to ask you to just release your shoulders. So if you have got any shoulder issues, just be very gentle with it. So I want you to breathe in, and as you're breathing in, I want you to lift your shoulders up. So breathe in. And as you're breathing out, first drop the shoulders and then breathe out. So breathing in, you're holding it up. Drop, breathe out. Just one more. Breath in. Drop. Breathe out. And just one more. I'm activating the any locked up lymph nodes that are there. There's a very direct connection with the lymph nodes under the armpits to support that process. So breathe in, shoulders up. Drop, breathe out. It's only going to be very gentle from now on. I want you to take your hands and put them on top of your thighs. And if you're lying down, you will just put them over your body. You have your palms facing upwards if you can. And if there's any twitchiness or any discomfort, just have them where you don't even notice that they're there. And this time what I want you to do is, as you're breathing in, just imagine that breath is running down your arms into your fingertips. And as you're breathing out, that breath out is releasing from the tips of your fingers. And that release of those energies are literally the energies that are being released are energies that no longer serve you. And they just are being taken out of your orbit and the orbit of the planet. Just so you're aware, in case you hear sounds in the background, I am at my place and there's a whole contingent of kids upstairs. So in case you hear any sounds, the kids are safe. They have their grandparents and parents, but there are rather a lot of them. So a bit of competitiveness going on there. So now what I want you to do is, as you're breathing in, you're going to breathe in, and the breath is going to go only to your elbows, to that tip, to that angular tip of your elbows. And as you're breathing out, you will see and experience the formation of that golden cord The breath out is literally weaving that golden cord, and it's being woven exactly to match what calls out for the deepest release possible. And it's particularly going for any sluggishness in your lymph that may have developed due to the movement and all that recalibration I'm talking about. So any sluggishness which may have caused your lymphs not to release toxins to the extent that they were expected to, this formation of the cord at the angle of your elbows will literally take it out. It's in perfect attunement to bring harmony to your lymphatic system. And whilst it's being very thorough in taking out that which has been clogged up due to a lethargic lymph, it is doing so very softly and very gently and very certainly. Okay, now I want you to go back and breathe in and go all the way to the tips of your fingers again. And this time the breath in is going in. You're breathing in, it's going through your third eye, above the top of your crown, the back of your crown, the back of your head. From the shoulders, it is going down, it is bifurcating and going all the way to the tips of your fingers. And your breath out is being released through the tip of your fingers. And in that release, the cord is being woven up and connecting you to the core of the earth. And it is in perfect attunement to release particularly nervous tension. Nervous tension due to some surprising occurrings that you may have been consciously or unconscious witness to. Surprising occurrings that don't seem to make any sense. And it's okay. It's a reaction of your body. What occurs, occurs. It is our reactions that activate our experiences. So yes, another breath in, up your third eye, over your crown, the back of your head, down your shoulders on either side, bifurcated, breathing out through the tip of your fingers, and that wonderful weaving of the cord occurs. And it is so strong and yet very gentle. It's reactivating a memory of power lies in balance. Harmony is another level up. Harmony is where you know you are powerful and you are balanced all at the same time. The innate vibe of harmony is the vibe of certainty. Okay, you're returning your focus on your breath. You're breathing in, and you're breathing in, and this time the breath is going down the middle of your spine. And as that breath is going down the middle of your spine, it is literally, you can feel the oxygen energy molecules just spreading through the nerves that emanate on either side of your spine. And it's first entering the muscles that support the spine. The oxygen is oxygenating your muscles. In a very powerful way, you go all the way to the tip of your tailbone, and as you're breathing out from the tip of your tailbone, and a weaving of your cord takes place, and it is strong. It is the suction, you will actually feel it. And in that suction, it's as if you're being held even closer to the earth. For those of you who are lying down, you will experience the breath going all the way through your entire spine. And it's as if in 3 very specific zones, the cord opens up and it starts to connect and release anything at all that may come in the way of your spine and the muscles supporting it experiencing a lack of health. It's also releasing anything and everything that may have contributed to any nervous tension that you may have experienced. You're now going to breathe in and you're going to breathe into your solar plexus. And as you breathe out, that breath out is being carried out into through the cord and is going into the core of the earth. And this time it is creating even more space for an even deeper breath in. So it's as if energies that no longer serve you, when you breathe out, they are being released into the core of the earth. Your lymph nodes are recalibrated already. So the pumping action has already begun, even though you are lying down. The lymph nodes are causing a very subtle and a definite pumping movement to support the lymphatic system to return back to normal. Nervous tension that may have been there is being released. If, like me, you feel you need to move your neck a little, please go ahead and do that. Many of you will experience wanting to readjust your jaw. Go ahead and do that. I want you to focus your attention on your right ear. And this time you're breathing in to your facial muscles. And when you're breathing out, the breath out is releasing out of your ears. You just imagine as if that is occurring. There's a cleansing of the middle ear that is starting to get into the attunement of you. We want it to get into the attunement of the human form. So whatever lands as what is being said is received with love, without judgment or evaluation, knowing that there is nothing out there that can ever be said, that can ever be shown to you, that will take you away from you in your harmony. Your ears are the first ones that interrupt balance, which in turn interrupts that feeling of power, which in turn interrupts a recognition of our own worthiness, which in turn disconnects us from the dignity that we are. So we really are supporting the ear to accentuate its release of energies that might be compromising its integrity. So take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing out, that breath out is being released from your ear. You may experience some crackling. Allow your gums to twitch a little if you need to. Readjust your jawbone if you require to. Taking a deep breath in again. All over, flushing your facial muscles with oxygen. And you're breathing out, releasing the breath from your ears. Breathe in again into your facial muscles. Breathing out of the ears. Focus your attention into your heart. Breathe into your heart love, kindness, and compassion. And breathe out gratitude and peace. Breathe into your heart love, kindness, and compassion. And breathe out of your heart gratitude and peace. And as you're breathing in and out of your heart, you notice that feeling of your solar plexus returning to your center. And it's like a big, very gentle, very cooling, very calming golden light emerges from your solar plexus. And that light starts to expand and it encompasses all of you. This light is in attunement of the highest vibration you can possibly have in this lifetime, in this human form. And as it is spreading across every cell in your being, it is a reawakening a cellular memory, and it is recalibrating that memory to the time that your cells were born. At that time, all that existed was you in your soul presence. And it is the soul presence that made a decision and a choice to go on a journey to get to a point of this vibration, which is the highest vibration you are going to be in this human form. The soul, for the first time, is reconnecting to the journey that it went on. And it is happening through its presence in your solar plexus, riding the tracks of this golden light as your cells return to a remembrance. And so it was when the soul presence lodged itself and started multiplying the fertilized egg cells to form the rest of the cells of your body. A very powerful connection is taking place. There was excitement. There was something magical to look forward to. There was that miraculous vibe that was making every cell sing as it started gaining life and as it started being infused with life force, and it multiplied. There was no distinction between your soul presence and your human form at the time. Every cell that took birth, your soul presence was there, at the heart of it, as it went through its journey of birthing. And that memory is returning. There is a beautiful pureness, oneness. And it's oneness to the true nature of every cell. And the true nature of every human cell is its innate vibration of love. It is about being love, spreading love, by being even more in the vibe of love. You're traveling down these amazing golden tracks of light, the solar plexus gold. It's a very unique type of gold. Cool, warm, illuminated, and illuminating all at the same time. And as you are there, deeply connected to your solar plexus, the solar plexus has a partnership with your digestive system, where the digestive system adjusts its own place, its own space, to allow for the solar plexus to remain in your body and not step out in its vibrational form. That remembrance of that beautiful partnership is returning. And the solar plexus for each one of you recalibrates and gets into the perfect size that it is meant to be for you, for your body type. And it's finding its exact spot. The digestive system, the small intestine in particular, is adjusting, and in that process, some of you may actually find the small intestine returning to the way it was originally set up when you were in the form as a baby. If you experience any belching or burping, that's just a release of air pockets that is taking place. It's a very nice taste that will emerge in your mouth. Your eyes will sink deeper into their sockets, relaxing into the relaxation of this recalibration. And your body will experience a cool breeze with the warmth of sunshine. Simply perfect attunement of you. And now you start noticing as if your entire terrain, which is the terrain of your body, your physical body, is turning orange. And that orange, the core of that orange light, is emanating from your navel. And it's so wonderful. It's so pleasing. It's so infused with the vibe of happiness. This happiness, the happy glow, starts to receive a lava-like flow of that golden light, changing this orange that is flowing through you and floating in you with the brightness of different shades of gold, causing an alchemy of different colors in this realm of orange, red, and gold. Your entire body is in that space. And as that orange starts to take over, a deep centeredness that comes into your heart, and your heart presences the human vibe in the present, and it starts pumping away. Every note that is linked to the pumping of the heart is infused with your song of love, your song of the celebration of being human. It is your song of freedom, your song of self-liberation. We are now going to come into a state of complete harmony by aligning the mind, the heart, and the gut. The mind-brain brings together in its harmonized state a knowingness that all is well. Survival just is. The heart rejoices in celebrating its presence in your presence, and the gut acknowledges, honors your worthiness by reconnecting to all that inner wisdom that you are born with. As the three align and come together as one, all of your 13 chakras open up. They open up and unblock themselves, each one remembering what it takes, what it means to unblock itself. Your mind relaxes as it releases its programming to have to be alert and vigilant. That vigilance is attuned in your cells, and the vigilance is the vigilance of an observer that is owning its full presence and keeping a vigil on all that is occurring, allowing all to simply be. And as we do the 9-4-6 breath, it's as if that yellow, gold, orange that was there, those lights, it's as if that was the yolk of the egg. You start noticing, just like sunshine, you start emanating rays of your own light. And those rays are going into this humongous sphere that you're surrounded with. And it is the sphere of pearlesque white light. And it is a light that has brought in the wisdom of the cosmos. As you stay in that magical space after our slipstream, your body recalibrated in the vibe of your harmony. Your cells start absorbing this cosmic wisdom to the extent that they need to, You have it on tap, and your cells will open up as and when they feel they require something more. There is an allowing, there is a knowingness, and there is a trust of your physical body in this human form, knowing that it knows exactly what is called for, and all is well. It always was and always will remain. And with this 946 breath, we will go straight after it into the human vibe attunement. And that attunement will be a declaration from every cell in your being, that is the human form cell, that is holding the presence of your soul essence. And it's like the crescendo of a philharmonic orchestra of your being human. So when we do the declaration of the human vibe attunement, and every cell declares itself, acknowledges itself as a human, receives itself as a human, accepts itself as a human, and goes forth with confidence and dignity to amplify, multiply, and anchor the human within humanity. You experience once and for all the experience of being whole and complete, and a cellular memory of what that feels like is anchored at the level of every cell that makes up your presence. Breathe in to the count of 9, hold to the count of 4, breathe out to the count of 6. Breathe in 9, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Hold 2, 3, 4. Breathe out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeat after me. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I anchor the human within humanity. I anchor the human within humanity. I anchor the human within humanity. I acknowledge myself as a human. I receive myself as a human. I accept myself as a human. I anchor the human within humanity. Take your hands in front of your heart, rub them against each other. And if you are in a trance, you're in a trance. Just stay that way. Put it over your eyes, open your eyes, and then take them on top of your head, the back of your head, either side of your neck. Do an energy sweep. Blow. The closing word that I anchor today is resolution. And I open the doorway for all solutions to emerge and to be found, coming from the resolve of us as humans. And our resolve is love, being true to our innate vibrational frequency, amplifying it by living the life we have and coming alive moment by moment, receiving ourselves in the fullness of our presence and receiving nature and all other living beings in the whole and completeness of their true nature. Thank you to the pink quartz and Phyllis for bringing it in our midst. I complete our session and I will see you all on Tuesday. Thank you.